intro this episode.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
That's what, I didn't eat anything.
Could you hear that
Ever.
really good? Yeah.
That's going in the edit.
Welcome back to What the Plot, featuring Alyssa Eshelman, Nero Manalo, and Nero's Stomach.
Welcome back to What the Plot at Arizona Studios. I'm Nero, and with me is Alyssa. What the Plot is where we take a look at a trailer, and then we're gonna try to guess what the actual plot is without any other context. So we have a bunch of these videos on our YouTube channel, so please like and subscribe if you want more of this.
Yeah, and turn on your bell notifications so that you can check it out every week on Friday.
Today we're looking at Chemical Hearts. Chemical Hearts. We're looking at Chemical Hearts. Chemical Hearts.
Available on Amazon Prime whenever they choose to release it.
You are never more alive than when you're a teenager. Your brain is flush with chemicals that can turn your life into a story of epic proportions. And yet, by the start of my senior year, nothing interesting had ever happened to me. Then, something finally happened.
Hi guys, come on in. Grace just transferred here from East River. I think you make a truly dynamic editor-in-chief duo.
Is their teacher British?
Yeah. Like most American high schools,
Oh,
you have to
of course.
have a British teacher.
I'll help with editing and design, just not writing.
Hey, why'd you give up writing?
I was asked to write something about someone really important to me, but I just couldn't find the words.
It's funny, because I can't find the words when I talk, and you can't find the words when you write.
I think I get the title.
Can I guess what you're gonna say?
Oh, for sure, yeah.
I'm gonna guess it's called Chemical Hearts because of maybe, gosh, I forgot what it's called, but any sort of like chemistry that's happening in your brain, and it's been damaged for one of our characters.
See, that could be a thing. I just feel like it's transcendent to the genre because it's like chemical, like they're in their puberty time and like their emotions, and they talk about it in the trailer. Like a few times they hit on like being young so hard. It's true to an extent only because like you're not in control of the chemicals your brain's producing because your body's going through all these shifts and changes, and so your emotions are like at their absolute maximum at that age and transitional time.
That makes more sense that their chemicals
Yeah.
are going through, their bodies are going through a chemical change because
sure.
they're growing up.
Yeah.
But then maybe it was just me like trying to add a little bit of spice
No,
to
but
that.
I totally think you're right though, because the female character we see multiple times, like she's using a cane, she's trying to walk on a track and then she, falls or stumbles and she sits down and throws the cane. Like, I think that it's very likely that she was in an accident and that it may have affected certain production of certain things that allow her to function in a certain way. I mean, it could be a completely physical thing or it could be partially mental and chemical. And same with the boy, like he does not seem 100% mentally stable. Like he has these expectations for her. Like when they have there's this fight scene that we see for a few seconds.
Stop leading me on.
I'm confused, Henry. I don't know.
I know. I've known since like the very beginning.
Like I've always known, and I'm like, get over yourself. And I think that this kid in particular strikes me like his emotions may be exceptionally heightened. I don't know if it's like a bipolar thing or if it could be a just regular anxiety, depression, which is pretty common when you're in that age range. And again, like your brain's just...
Plot-wise, can you lay it down for me how it's all gonna go down? How boy meets girl, how girl breaks boy's heart, how boy tries to tell her
Win back girl.
is like, yeah,
Boy has to win back girl.
win back girl, but then also accepts
Yeah.
himself.
Yeah, if it's a true
Yeah.
manic pixie thing, then she'll also like disappear at the end, right? Or like something will happen and she dies at the end, or something traumatic where he learned a lesson from his experience of getting to know her, but she doesn't get to stick around to be a part of the plot after that, right?
No, yeah,
Yeah,
possibly.
yeah. I don't know, Nara, how do you think it's gonna go? Do you have ideas?
Why are you reversing
I'm
me
reversing
right
you
now?
right now.
Okay, so let's start from the beginning.
Okay.
The trailer implies that they are forced to work with each other because of a school project, and I guess the boy's gonna kind of get to know her, and maybe there's always like the character development of someone discovering someone else's flaws.
Yeah.
And I hate to say it's kind of like a bit of a cliche when that person, once they figure out the flaws of the other, tries to fix them.
Yeah.
And I think there was a little bit of that dialogue happening in the trailer. But so
When you're trying to fix me, you can't
fix me.
No, it's not when you realize you can't fix me.
It looks like she does open up to him, but I think he's also broken. So
Yeah.
maybe he needs a
He's-
fixing.
He wants to fix himself, but he's deflecting. Like he's using her as an opportunity to fix the things that he can't fix about himself and someone else.
What are his problems specifically?
You know, the trailer does a really good job of not pointing out too much. I mean, he looks like, okay, so he has a healthy home life, right? Like, it doesn't really matter what your station in life is. You can still be dealing with mental illness no matter what the situation is. So I think the male character is probably dealing with some mental health issues that aren't related to his home situation. Although they do intentionally pick a guy who like could be sort of like a social outcast type of thing, you know, suffering with a little bit of depression, and latches on to this female character to give his life a sense of like value, worth, or meaning that he isn't able to find in himself right now. In a lot of these movies, the biggest fault is that the female character only exists to help the male character grow and learn something and become better. Like, she's not the important character, and she doesn't have her own purpose, her own independently driven purpose.
That was a lot to unload,
I'm sorry.
Alyssa.
Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna watch this movie. Negative points for generic male protagonist.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm not gonna watch this.
You're not gonna watch
If
it.
Nero watches it and says that there's a surprising twist and it's actually really freaking good, I'll watch it. But if there's not a surprising twist and you tell me to watch it just to know, because he likes to do that, I'm not doing it.
I like to waste my time. She likes to take her time seriously and invest in movies
Too
that
many
she believes
cues.
in.
Too many cues, too many platforms, too many movies, too many shows. I ain't got time for that.
I'm a trash compactor or a garbage disposal when it comes to movies. So I'm like,
You
give
are.
it to That was gross, but more.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Tomato score.
yes, I would feel like okay. I'm gonna be optimistic
Yeah.
because there are like this trailer was done in a way that it felt fresh to me.
Yeah.
Even though it kind of like talked about like cliches,
Yeah.
but there was a hint of like lime. It brightens up the flavors. Like it's maybe 75%. 75 for me. 75% fresh.
Yeah.
Could go higher. I'm expecting it to go higher.
Okay. I think that this movie should have been made a while ago and that it won't do as hot in today's market. My guess is this is going to be like a 64% at the max, is my guess.
You know, with that being said, I just want it to score higher than Paper Towns. That is my like baseline for like
Yeah,
shit.
for sure.
You know, like Paper Towns is garbage. I hate that so much. That was Chemical Hearts on What the Plot, where we guess what the plot was, and hopefully we are right in that it's shit and maybe a little fresh. Who knows? But if you liked reviews like this, please check out our YouTube channel because there's
Yeah.
plenty more of these
For
on the
sure.
way and also in our inventory right now, in our stock.
In our archive.
Yes.
Also, aside from subscribing, do comment at us if you watch the movie. Tell us what you thought. Tell us what we got right. Tell us what we got wrong. Let us know how you liked it and if maybe we're so off and we should definitely go check it out. We want to know. So tell us in the comments below.
Cool.
Dude.
So thank you for watching.